All right, chat. Welcome back to another video, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate every single one of you who clicks on the link. Thank you so much. And today's video is gonna be a little bit different, not your usual gameplay video. Today is gonna be a tier list video, but not your regular schmegular these are the best legends type of tier list. We're gonna do Apex Legends Season 8 tier list for noobs, or noob friendly. And what I mean by that is that you already kind of know how to shoot, you have your FPS, you know how to shoot, you've played FPS before, but you're new to Apex Legends and you don't know which character to choose. It's all about the legend choose, right? And you want to get in there and do immediate impact for your team and help your team out, right? So I rank this from S tier. Is going to be immediate impact, so you drop with this legend and you'll be able to help your team really fairly easily, to no impact, which is going to be harder to use legends, or legends that don't really have team based abilities. So if you want to be able to help your team right off rip, this is a video for you. And as we get into the video, please consider subscribing if you're new, liking the video if you liked it, and as always, hydrate more. And this time I'm actually gonna hydrate. Brilliant. Okay, intro done, guys. Let's get straight into the video. All right, I want to go from no impact all the way up to immediate impact. I know some people in chat are already going crazy saying, give me this, give me that, S tier this, S tier that. But let's start from the bottom, guys. I'm talking about, like, if you don't know how to use, if you don't know Apex Legends, who should you not use, or who would have no value, no team value, right? And I'm just going to go straight ahead and say my opinion and then see what chat says. So I'm saying no impact at all. There's only about 1 or 2 legends who I would say completely don't use if you're new to Apex Legends and you want to have an immediate impact to your team, right? I would say, boom, Rampart. Do we agree or disagree in the chat? Let me know right now. Because I'm thinking, Rampart, unless you're the gaming merchant, the Rampart is just not going to do it for you guys. So we do see Rampart, and I'll tell you why. Rampart is so situational where you're gonna say, let me tell you this, I've never played a game and I'm in a situation where I'm like, damn, I really wish I had a freaking Rampart on the team. Never ever, bro, never. Hasbro, thank you so much for the 5 biddies, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. If you drop with a Rampart and you don't know much about Apex Legends, you're probably not going to have a huge impact on your team. I've never had a game where I thought, damn, I really wish a Rampart was on my freaking team. Or damn, I wish I was Rampart right now. Never, ever, ever. Rampart is very situational, very defensive. I don't think she's reactable enough. She's, you know what I'm saying. She's not that enough in a game like Apex Legends. It's just so fast paced. I just don't think Rampart is a good choice. We seem to all agree on that, right, chat? So we seem to agree on that. Let's see. Someone else who I think has no team value or not good for noobs, I'm just going to go ahead and say Mirage. And I think Mirage, not really that good. He does have his res where he turns invisible, which could be good for the team. But I'm talking about his abilities are very solo based. And even if you're a really good Mirage, you have to know how to use Mirage to be a good Mirage, right? This is for impact, right? This is for noobs who want to make an immediate impact for the team, and I don't think Mirage is the guy for that. Yeah, I think that would probably be it for no impact. Rampart and Mirage. Do we agree? Before we move on to D tier, who would I put at D? Probably Fuse. That's an easy choice, right, guys? Fuse, immediate impact. Not sure how he does well with a team. He doesn't do well with the team. And his ult is very situational again. So I think Fuse is D tier for sure. I'm talking about, like, you drop in with the Fuse, you're a newer player, the legend's not really going to help the team. You're not really going to have that much of an impact. So yeah, we'll start off D tier, started off with Fuse. Who else should be in D tier alongside Fuse? Not chat. Honestly, I'm going to put Pathfinder in D tier. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, guys. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy on me. His ability, his main thing is his grapple, right? That's his main thing. As a newer player to Apex Legends, using or knowing how to use that grapple effectively is so hard. I've played Apex since season 4 and I still don't know how to use a Pathfinder's grapple. So imagine a newer player coming into the game, picking up Pathfinder, and they're just gonna LB, or they're just gonna Q or whatever, right? And just grapple and not use it effectively. They're not gonna use the grapple as well as a pro player or as a Path main who's been playing the game for months and months, maybe even years, right? And someone made a good suggestion, right? That his only thing that could help the team is his zip lines, right? And I don't think they come up often enough to really help the team. And there's other legends now that can help with movement, I think, better than Pathfinder can. And the fact that he's a big-ass refrigerator with extra 5% damage taken doesn't help at all. So that's why Pathfinder, for me, is in D tier. I'm looking at them right now, and I think that's it for D tier. I think a lot of them will fit around the C and B tier, honestly. C tier would be Crypto. I think we can all agree on a Crypto C tier for a noob-friendly, impactful way of Apex Legends tier list. You know what I'm saying? Because Crypto can offer so much to the team, right? Basically, all his abilities are all for the team, right? None of his abilities are for himself, actually, now that we think of it, right? All of his abilities are for the team. The reason he's not at immediate impact or A, though, is because he's a harder legend to use. For a newer player to come into the game and to just pick up Crypto and just be a great Crypto player, it's kind of tough. You know, they have to learn them and use them correctly and all this stuff, right, guys? So I think we're gonna leave Crypto there, and that's why. And it hurts me to put him there because I love this guy and he's my main, but we're gonna put Octane as C tier. Honestly, season 8 he would have been probably here, right? I mean season 7, before season 8 he would have been in no impact because he has nothing to offer for his team, and he's a very selfish legend, very individual legend. And to be a good Octane, it takes some skill, right? So for a newer player to come in, it would have been a little bit tough. But I think Octane now, with his jump pad buff, the changes to his jump pad are so good. So good. For his rotations, for catching people off guard, for getting high ground. I want to put him up here at B or A because I love Octane to death, guys. You guys know I love Octane to death, but in terms of offering rotations for his team, that's basically all he does. Everything else, not too much. So Octane's like a C+. If there was, or a B-. If there was something between B and C, that's what he'd be. I agree, chat. I say less. Revenant C? I agree. I agree with that. Revenant's a C. Rev is B because of his ult. True. I'm gonna put him to B actually because the Revenant meta is crazy right now. Because totem pushes do go crazy. His tactical goaded? His tactical is okay. I don't think it's goaded though. Alright, we're gonna keep Revenant at B. I think Revenant's good because obviously his totem, and with a map like King's Canyon, the third parties are ridiculous, right? So if you want a free third party or to defend a third party, the totem's gonna help you in either way, right? You place it down and boom, you just helped your full team just by placing it down. That's all you did, right? All you did was LB, RB, you placed it down and you're helping your whole team. So I think for that reason, he stays at B. Bang, not so useful? True. I'm gonna tell you this. I think Bang, C tier. So I think Bang definitely C tier. I do think she has a lot, like her smoke's super helpful, unless there's a freaking Bloodhound of the opposite team. But you can smoke loot, you can smoke res, you can smoke a respawn beacon, you can smoke get away. I think the smoke does offer a lot, and her ultimate, the what's it called, artillery bombs, I think those are super helpful for defending a third party. If you see them, throw that bitch down and get out, right? So I think super helpful in C tier. We're just gonna leave it at that. Bang, C. Loba is B because her ult useful, ammo stuff, range in it. All right, we're gonna go with that. Everyone's saying Loba B, and I agree with you guys. I agree with you guys there. Why is Loba B though? Loba is B because her ultimate, obviously, right? It comes down so fast. You get unlimited ammo. Oh, everyone's saying C. Her tactical is hard to use effectively. It is. Because if you spam tactical, you're just gonna get fried. I agree with you guys there. All right, chat convinced me. Chat convinced me. We're moving her to C. C tier for Loba though. Her ultimate does come back really fast, and you can get basically unlimited ammo, which helps in early rounds and really late rounds. But I think everything in between, Loba doesn't really offer too much, right, guys? Because mid game, you're already looted up. You don't need the ammo. You don't need all this stuff. So for that, Loba is C tier. Watson B, I agree. I was waiting for someone to say that actually, but yeah, I totally agree. So Watson's a B tier, obviously. I think Watson was a really hard one for me to rate, right? Because as a skilled player, she'd be up here. As a very noob player, she'd be down here, right? Varies based on skill level. But I still think, even though you're a newer player to a team, all you have to do really is fence people in, fence people out, just drop your ult, and you're gonna be helping your team. That's how good that's how good Watson is. All you have to do, right, to help your team out, block some doors off, drop your ult, and then you're protecting them from third parties. You're protecting them from grenades and things like that. So for me, Watson is definitely B tier. Definitely B tier. Whoa! Brown Rice with the gifted sub. Yes, go. Brown Rice, you're the man, bro. You don't gotta be going so hard on the channel, bro. Thank you. 3 so far. You're the GOAT. You're freaking goated. Also, I'm gonna put Wraith in B tier, guys. I'm doing it. After that Season 8 nerf. Woo! After that Season 8 nerf, Wraith has to go in B tier, guys. So Wraith is B tier, right? Because I think the only thing to help the team that she has, obviously, is she's a scouter. She can go in and see places and then come back. She'd be invincible. You can't shoot her. That's really good for her. But the main thing for her is like her rotation or getting her team out. The teleport, right? It's really short now. You can't move players around as easily as before. But she still has better rotation, in my opinion, than maybe Octane and Pathfinder, because you're invincible while you rotate, and she's just a good solo legend overall. So I think for a newer player to come in, they can pick up Wraith and do pretty damn well. I think we're ready to get into A tier and S tier, boys. Everyone's saying Horizon. I'm going to put Horizon A. That's where I think Horizon is A. And I'm going to tell you right now, just one reason why Horizon is A for newer players. High ground. That's it. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. High ground in Apex Legends is so freaking important and puts you at such a great advantage. And Horizon gives you instant high ground. You want to put your team up on a mountain or on top of a building? Boom. Instant. You want to get out of a situation and pull off a battery midair? Instant. Horizon is super easy to learn and offers your team the movement vertically. Maybe not side to side, forward and back, but up and down. Horizon is unbeatable, unmatchable. And for that reason, Horizon is A. For that one reason, just because you want to put your team on high ground, you put your damn team on high ground, and that's it. Easy. Let's just go straight to, I'm going to do 1 and 1. So I did an A tier, now I'm going to do an S tier. So I think for S tier, everyone knows if you just want to have immediate impact to your team, help out your team, easy, all you have to do. Hey, Hezva, thank you for the biddies, man. All right, S tier. Everyone knows Gibby has to go in S tier. Super easy legend to use. If you're a newer player and you just panic bubble, you're helping your team. You panic ult, you're helping your team. Like, honestly, and he's a tank. He can, in his arm shield, he's a freaking bullet sponge, bro. He can just take up bullets like nothing else can. If you're a newer player coming into Apex, don't know what legend to use, and you want to help out your team, just be Gibby. Easy. You're going to help out your team no matter what. You're going to help out your team just by being a distraction, and you can take more bullets than anything else in the freaking world. And for that reason, Gibby is S tier. He's a freaking bullet sponge, chat. He's a bullet sponge. That's a fact. Agreed? Alright, we agree that Gibby is S tier for new legends. Now we're going to go back to A, and I'm going to put Bloodhound? 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 Bloodhound A or S? Alright, everyone says S tier. I'm putting Bloodhound S tier, and I agree with you guys. Bloodhound is S tier because all you have to do to gather all the information you could ever possibly need in the game is use his tactical. That's all you have to do as a new player. If you use your tactical, you let your team know where everyone else is. And that is probably, well, it's basically wall hacks. If you want wall hacks without the hacks, use Bloodhound, and you're going to help out your team immensely, just based off that. For that reason, Bloodhound stays at S tier. And then I'm going to put Lifeline in A tier, because just tap res your teammates. Easy. Because, yes, she can res her teammates pretty well, and she can give them health, the health drone. Her ultimate, absolutely trash. It doesn't really offer much for the team. You'll get a couple heals, maybe a purple shield every once in a blue moon. But her main thing is her insta-res, right? And that lets your team stay basically a 3v3. Even if you're a man down. So I think for that reason, Lifeline stays at A for me. And last one is Caustic. And you guys might hate me for this. Chat might hate me for this. The YouTube comments are going to hate me for this. But Caustic, if you're a new player, goes at S tier. And let me tell you why. Caustic, the only, or if not, one of the few legends that can kill you without ever shooting a goddamn single bullet. A goddamn single bullet. Octane can kill you with his gas so freaking fast, bro. I hate his gas. But as a new player to Apex Legends, it's super easy to use Caustic and help your team. Just throw down your gas and you're helping your team. Put it in front of a door, you're blocking someone else off. Just, you can help your team so goddamn much, right? So that's, for that reason, Caustic is in S tier. Especially holding it down, avoiding third parties. Just use a Caustic, right? Put the gas up after you wipe a squad, and then loot them with gas up. You can also use it to kill people in endgame. Just throw your freaking ult in the middle of it, and it's a crap show at the end. The only way to freaking counter a Caustic is another Caustic. This is my problem with Caustic's gas, and I feel like if you take one of these out, it'll be a good fix for Caustic. Caustic, right? Caustic's gas slows you, hurts you, and totally blinds you. 3 things, bro. If you just take one of these things off, and you'll be good. That's all you have to do. Just take one of those things off. Please respawn. Oh my god. Guys, so this is going to be it for the tier list today. The noob-friendly tier list from immediate impact all the way down to no impact. You know what I'm saying, guys? So this is from, you're a newer player, you want to get into the game, you don't know who to choose, but you want to help out your team. These are the legends you choose at S tier, A tier, B tier, yeah, and then probably C tier and down. Probably don't use them. I know what I'm saying. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for tonight's video. I appreciate every single one of you who came by. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing if you're new, liking the video if you liked it. And as always, hydrate more.